Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. So, as you've seen, if you've looked at the thumbnail, this is a bit of a reset. I went ahead, obviously I started out my attempt here at Planet Coaster trying to bite off more than I could chew, is basically what I've determined. And as such, I've gone ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to step back, I'm just going to do some basic gameplay and just enjoy that, because I was really struggling as I tried to build out Main Street and realized that I've either not learned lessons from watching folks who did things really well, or that I'm just not that creative with the components, and that just may be a wall that I never surpass. I don't know. So what I've done is I've gone in here to challenge mode. I've just laid down a little bit of a path to get started. We're on the deciduous map. I was looking for something flat, so it was between this and city gives you kind of a really tiny space. The deciduous gives me a much bigger space. I don't know if I'm going to need that or not, but I wanted to just try to get going, so I'm going to try to keep things pretty basic and see what I can do to maybe make some money and have some fun here. So, I know the game gives us some challenges, so we need a restaurant with at least 2 rooms, a monthly profit of coasters from 500. We're not going to have coasters for a while, because unless I'm totally mistaken, $8,000 is not really that much money. And then, there's new research projects available. So, we've got all these items we can research, but I think at this point I just need to get something down that's going to go ahead and get people interested in coming into the park and make some money. So let me just take a look here. And yes, I'll probably be using more of the custom built facilities at this point, because right now that was kind of one of my limitations, was I just couldn't do certain things. So let me see. Oops. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's probably easier if I just sort what I need. Now it's interesting, so I just have Fairy Tale, Caribbean. So let's see, interesting. These are like really large buildings and come with a really large price tag. But let's see. Oh, I see. So if I do custom versus... Okay, so the blueprints are a little bit bigger, but the problem is with custom, I'm just, going to have some really general things down. But blueprints, I think, are beyond what I need. So, yeah, it's a little different than what I'm used to in Planet Zoo, I guess, where things just aren't that fleshed out, but these things clearly are a lot more decorated out here. And some of the blueprints are not too bad, so like a Planet ATM, that's kind of what I guess I'm looking for. It would be nice if I could figure out how to get that on most of the general items. Even the Western ATM. I don't know that I want to do Western, but so I think if I just do Planet, I can kind of do things pretty basically, but I don't need a ATM right now. We don't have any hotels because we can't do any of that. Alright, so if we look at rides, gentle rides, so we have a lot of rides available to us. So let's see, if I do something like, let's see, I probably want to go beyond just a carousel. Although I don't know, the Venetian carousel is kind of nice. you know, maybe if we do a few things here. Let's see. That's probably, I suppose I can put the entrance wherever I want. But I'm going to put the Venetian carousel there. And then I'm going to go ahead and do something. Was it one of these? Oh, okay. And then I'll do like this over on the other side. Alright, so that gets us a good amount of money to begin with. You know, I'm going to need staff, facilities, and so forth as well. But if I go ahead, let's see, let's place the entrance over there. We'll place the exit just straight here, make it simple. Because I just want people to come out. And then likewise here. Yeah, why not? Because I think my border, yeah, is way up there, so I can run the path back over here pretty easily. And then I'll do the same thing where I'll just place the exit. And then I want to get my path here. Let's see. Do I have to? I see. I'm like, do I have to do an angle snap? Because I'm trying to kind of line this up here. So let me do that. Made it almost look like I was on a hill, but it's just the perspective of the curve. Alright, so we've got those rides. And then I'm going to need, well, I'll see what they tell me I need. So let me get my queue paths set up. We'll see how far we want to go. So I can kind of get this down here. So I'm going to run these around a bit of a roundabout way. I probably should have fences on because I should. So I don't know how I can. Okay, there we go. I can fix that by just doing that. So I think I had things off again because I was of the opinion that I was somehow magically going to do things. So, yeah, I don't need any railing on the ground path. But I'll have to figure out like how I can put the railing on the ride as well. Oh, okay. That's how we do it. So do that as well, and yes, things will be pretty generic, but that's okay. Alright. So I'm just going to kind of run this to the edge. Because I'm thinking this one will be pretty popular. I could be wrong. Could be wishful thinking. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and just run this over to the path. Alright, that gets us there. But yeah, you can kind of start to see my issue. I could spend a lot of time on this, but my goal is, just try to get things going and see if I can get some enjoyment out of the game as opposed to trying to force myself to hand build everything when I'm just not creatively there yet. I think I might get there at some point. It's just not the point. Now, do I need to test the ride? Like if okay. So I can open the rides, because these are pretty basic. Now, let me see. Operations, because somewhere one of these tags I thought let you, that's just the music. Right, so there really isn't a do this, do that. I know on some of the rides you're able to tell it that you want certain, like a ride order or something. Alright, well, we've got a real happy person here. I suppose I should take a look at my park entrance, because my guess is I don't have any fees in the beginning. Now I'm trying to see. There we go, entry fee. Alright, I know how to do this in certain places, but clearly I don't even know how to do the entrance fee here. So I'm gonna have to... Oh, there we go, ticket prices. Okay, so we're gonna set this to say $4. I don't know what family at $2 is. Let's see. Oh, for each child. I don't know why it says family instead of that. Now, yeah, I'm not sure. Now let's see. The rides. Okay, they do have a ticket price as well, so I have to be careful with that. Now there's people like just... Yeah, okay. Well, clearly, once again, I've just created a problem, because we have people coming in and then just like deciding they want to leave. Wow. So clearly I need to do other things. But what? Let's see. People might want to eat. Now, once again, do I have any... Like, I really don't have any simple food. I just need like a planet coaster, something simple. I mean, Ghostbusters is okay, but... No, we'll go. This is just going to be a very disjointed park. So let's be honest. Alright, so we'll set that up. That'll give us some food. That might get people in. Let me see. And try an ATM, I think. Food, drink, gift. Alright, I probably am just going to want to set up basic gift items. Alright, let me put a drink shop in nearby here. Do we have... No, there isn't a sci-fi drink shop? That's just crazy. Alright. So we'll put in the Cosmic Cow stall. So that should get some people going. There we go. There's ATMs. Now we knew we had the Planet ATM. We'll throw that in there. Just trying, again, because I'm almost burned through half my money. So I want to be careful there. Alright, so I think this is going to be a bit of a hot mess in this park initially, which is kind of, I'm sure, what everybody does to start. You just lay stuff down. But even I can tell this is just messy. But I'm just trying to understand some of the dynamics and how things work first. And, you know, as opposed to just watching someone else do it. So, alright, so we've got the cow. I probably need to... It's probably short-sighted not to do some sort of research. So again, I know I need coasters. Okay, I do have some coasters. I have a lot of coasters, so I don't have to research any coasters, I don't think. But let's see. Track overlap, a real Frankenstein. I don't know what, in full swing. Natural materials, so I assume that has something to do with wood. Yeah, see, I'm not sure what these things all mean. Alright, that obviously is going to be a train. So sorry, so Mexican cafe, coffee. Yeah, an information kiosk would be good. So let me increase this to say 300 a month. And then we'll have it done in a shorter period of time. Let's see, what else can I do? Hotels would probably be a good thing. So I'll do that. So that'll give me some facilities, but right now, I'm trying to see, so... Alright, so I do have a monthly profit, although it appears to be going down. 663, it's kind of floating around. I don't have a staff building, I don't even have staff. So, speaking of, oh boy, see, I've like created a mess already. So I really, I want to try to not be like a complete mess here, so let me see if I continue this on. Alright. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a staff path. Isn't there a way to do? Are there not staff paths within? Those are just natural. Okay, I thought... How do I designate things as staff areas? Can I not? Because yeah, in Planet Zoo you can, but here you can't. Okay. Well, then I guess I'm going to just run this back here. Let me do one more, and then I'm going to go along here and this way to give myself some space. That'll be my staff path, even though it's not marked that way, but anyway, so alright, staff management. Okay, I'm just going to put in basic stuff here. So there's a staff building. I wonder if I don't need as many. Now wait a minute. Why doesn't it have a thing in it? It's just a building, but how do I fill it with... I'm confused now. This is so confusing. Because, yeah, that's just an empty building. Do I seriously, like, have to research that? That makes no sense. Alright, those are like toy machines. Alright, let me put this on here and do staff. Oh. Okay, because yeah, that's a staff building, but it's not giving me... Oh boy. I don't understand. No, I need to hire staff. I need like... So let me do that. I need janitors. Janitor. Let's see. Need a mechanic, because then the rides will start breaking down. And we need a security guard. Let's just get basic staff to begin with. Alright, the other thing I need is like bins and trash and whatever. There we go. Bins. Let's see. I think I'm just going to go with a park bin. We'll put them obviously around the foodie areas so that people stop being piggies, hopefully. Alright, and then we'll put some benches down. I don't know why I like these. This is like what I've been using. I really don't know why. But I just find them fascinating, so... Alright. So that gets some basic stuff. Let's take a look and see what people are saying. There's not enough to do here. I wish there were more rides and the litter is disgusting. Okay, but the queue is quick, the queue looks fast. So people want more rides. That's not surprising, because at this point it's like a local carnival. Oh, I like the fact that the Rocktopus has like bubbles. That's fascinating. Obviously this queue is not nearly as long as I expected it to be. So, you know, that's kind of the stuff I'm looking to understand too, is, you know, what do things really turn into? So, let's see. Now it's telling me... Alright, well I got that, but... Okay, so that's... I've got a staff building, so I don't need to put another one. But it's clearly empty. I just don't understand what I've got going on. Do I have to research something? Let's see. Like there's nothing. Small attractions. Yeah, there's no staff building. I can't imagine that I wouldn't have that available to me. But this is clearly like an empty shell. It's open. Well, it says it has a capacity of 3. I don't understand, so I guess they just need something. I mean, it's open. Let's see. The perk. Do learning resources. Sure, we'll do that. Okay. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to keep an eye on and see if staff uses it, or if they're like, there's nothing there. And let's just make sure. I'm assuming he had that thought before, because now it's... I got a lot of bins. I got 5 bins in this very short area. So I would think I'm doing okay. Alright, so even with security and not having a really big area, somehow there's still thefts. So I don't know what security man is doing. Alright, so he cleaned a lot of litter. Let's see. Alright, and then yes, I can train them at some point. Too many guests. Okay, so I need... Really doesn't look like we have that many guests either, if that's too many. So let's see, they serve 38. Alright, what are her thoughts? Okay. Those rides are loud. I apologize if they're too much, I'm going to have to obviously take a look and see, you know, what I do to maybe turn things down. Alright, so I've adjusted both the sound effects and the park music, so hopefully it's a little more reasonable. You can let me know down below if you've gotten this far, what you're thinking. But yeah, this is kind of my struggle right now. I mean, I've played Roller Coaster Tycoon and those other type of things. It's not like I don't know what to do, but kind of feel like I don't know what to do, which is partially what kind of got me to realize like I'd bitten way more than I could chew with the other one, because I was just going to spend all kinds of time decorating, but like it just wasn't working really well. I suppose what I can do now is try to do some of that. Let's see, because I just don't like these standard buildings, so while I'm waiting around, I guess I'll do a little bit of building, but it'll be some pretty basic stuff. So, let me see. I want walls, so let me make this simpler rather than just blindly moving through a bunch of things. So, classic brick wall sounds nice. So, yes, we'll just add that to the building. Well, he's walking to the staff building. Is he going to go in? Or is he going to get there and be like, there's nothing for me to do here? Yeah, see? Alright, so while I'm there and I see him, I mean, maybe he's just patrolling. Alright, well, he didn't, like, say he didn't want to go, that he couldn't go in or whatever. Is this just a guess? Oh, no. Okay, so there you go. They're heading to the staff building. Half dead, but they're heading there. So, let me put a front on the staff building. Let's see. Doors. But that's not, yeah. No, I need walls, so let's see. No, they went in. So I guess they're doing something in that giant dark space. That's kind of funny, but alright. Alright. It was classic brick walls or something, wasn't it? I am so confused. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So I don't want a storefront. So yeah, I think that's what I need. So if it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Alright, and then let's see, a roof. Maybe I just do a classic roof or something. Because yeah, I don't know that the Chinese roof, well, the ridge tile. Because I think the concern becomes here, yeah, those are so big. Like, how do you just deal with a tiny, like, staff building roof? Whoa, that's really big. Okay. That's not what I want. Alright, so there's a Victorian tile flat roof. See, and this is like the stuff that, like, I was running into with the building. It's just like, there doesn't seem to be enough features, but people were still, like, building really cool looking things. Maybe they had more material otherwise. Let's see, flat roofs. Let's do that. Or pitched roofs. Because, like, if I do that, right? Alright. Well, that's not bad. So I'll just do corrugated iron. But then, like, do we have the pieces that go underneath it? Because those are just literally the corners, but, like, how do I do the front now? Are those roof trims? Because no, I would think those are these. Oh my goodness. Yeah, those are just like corners and whatever. So that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. No. So troublesome, I tell you. Walls, roofs, doors, wall signs, decorations. Okay, yeah, I don't need decorations. I'm just looking at things. Alright. It's like that type of thing, but I just need... Alright, that's what I need, but I need like a smaller one. So there we go. Alright. Other than that, looks a little goofy, but... Alright, but that at least... I don't know. There's gotta be... Let's see, can I... Because now I think I can probably... No, I don't want to move the whole thing. I want to edit selected part. Yeah, see, but this will then just not let me... Well, I guess I can do that. Alright, and then I can do that and put those in. Alright, so does that work better? Let's see. Alright. Oh, enough to be dangerous. At least it looks better than the container that we had. But it does seem that they're going ahead and using the staff building. I don't think I'm getting any issues there. Alright, so people are around. Let's look at my park detail. Alright, so I'm losing money every month. Part of it is probably park management. So I probably need... I need things that make more money. You know what, the other thing I need is restrooms, so let me do that. Wait a minute, I don't want a staff bill. Why does it do that? This is so frustrating. Okay, that's like really big and... Okay. Oh, I see, because I have staff selected. Alright. So if we do a standard restroom block, it'd be really helpful here, but... I'll just put that... You know what, I'm going to put that over here. Just trying to keep everything pretty compact right now. Now, let's see. Because the other thing I should be able to do is I should be able to duplicate. No, I don't want to duplicate the whole thing. So what I want to do is, though, select all the parts. And then duplicate that. And then I should be able to rotate this and add it to this building. except clearly I'm struggling with like adding it correctly. All right, let me change the grid height. Let me select the grid. Oh boy. All right. So now I just lost the whole thing. Because, yeah, it's like I need all 7 pieces. That's exactly what I want, is I want the duplication. But then I want to add it to that building. All right, let me be done. And now let me go. See, like, there's got to be a better way to do this. And heck if I know. You know, how to do that particular piece. All right. Because at this point, like, oh, I don't want to, no, I want, I apologize for the fumbling here, but, you know, it's, I guess, to be expected given that I'm new at this. And all right, what do I not have selected is the question. I'm missing some piece. It looks like I have all the roof. Oh, do I not? I don't have the roof. Okay. So now if I move this and then shrink the grid size, let's see. So I should also be able to, because the challenging part here is that I can't. Is this like somehow a bigger building? Now that I look at it, it almost does seem that way. Let me look at this. I mean, in theory it's not, but thing just looks really big. Alright, so let me delete that. And then let me go back to find classic brick here. So that's the confusing part. Like, so I don't understand why I wasn't able to do what I was trying to do, but whatever. I'll build it this way. And then I want the archway. Wait, I'm like, I know it's here. So I just put it on the other building. Alright, so that tucks that all nicely together there. Then we've got these ends that I need to get up here and here. And then I'm looking at the pitched roof. And it was the iron roof or something, right? Put in iron. Whoops. Iron. There we go. Alright. So at least the buildings look the same. Now, the confusing part is still, why wasn't I able to copy, move it, and apply it? Because, like, I've seen other people do that. But clearly, I don't know how. So, let me see. I'd also like to... Let's do brick. Now this is walls. Alright, if I take this and rotate it... Alright, let me do this again. I want to do angle snap. So I want to rotate. There we go. And then I want to, whoops, I don't know how, I think I'm pointing at the red, and clearly I'm not. Alright, let me get out here. Alright, so I want to move that down. Move that, not that way, this one over, and now move that back. Ay, ay, ay. See, and even this decorating, it's like too much. I don't know, let me see. Alright, so I guess that worked. So that looks okay. So it's some base decoration, but it's, you know, better than what I was doing with all the other items. You know, and I do understand that, like, the things without a grid are, I can place more freeform than the other items, so I get that, where the grids snap to the grid. And so I've got to play with that. I understand that portion of it. Alright. So just my park management is enough. Alright, what else can I do? Because I just basically, I don't think I've reached the tipping point. Well, you know what? I wonder if my research is done. Probably is. Okay, so reveal the research. And then reveal the research. The hotels are just little cubes. Okay. So, yeah, information booth was interesting, but not what I really wanted. Whoa. Did it build it already? Wait a minute. Oh, I see. It's just showing me. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I don't want to build that because A, I don't have enough money. Looks like a fun thing, but... Alright. So clearly none of the blueprints I can do. But, yeah, I don't think I want a track ride at this point. I think that's too much. What are my challenges? Have a restaurant, achieve a scenery rating of 40. I'm sure I'm nowhere near that. I don't even know where my scenery rating is, which is sad. If I click on this, will it tell me? No. Of course not. Alright, and I assume a restaurant is just going to be exactly that. Like, I'd have to put up 2 boxes. Alright, 56% of people say I need more rides. So, I need more rides. And I probably need a thrill ride of some sort. How big is this thing? It's pretty big. That is just freaky looking. What is that? Psychola. That's got to be like from the Ghostbusters thing or something. These are all like gigantic. Now the other ones that aren't gigantic are expensive. So that's kind of the challenge. Let's see. I can do rising. That's just as big. So who am I kidding? So I probably just need to go with... Alright, so that's 3. That's really a lot. Although I think it's telling me, like, to really enjoy... Alright, I'm going to put one of these in, I guess. The Psycholas. And I'm going to spin this around where I want them back to back as far as the running part, and they can be close. I can place the entrance over here, place the exit the same way I had done before. Alright, and then I'm going to connect my path. Except this time I think I'm going to be reasonable and realize they're just not going to do that much. So I'll weave it around in a very tight little weave here. There we go. Keep it nice and close. And then we will open it, and hopefully that will get us to the point of having some profit. And if that's the case, I think that's enough for just trying to get this thing off the ground. And the scary thing is, like, this is supposedly easy. I don't understand. So wait, I don't have a vendor? Did I lose a vendor? Staff. Vendors. Just like, why do I need a vendor? Like, I thought vendors came with the buildings. Or maybe what we need is we need like one extra vendor so that when one's on break, the others can do things. So that's a new dynamic I'm not as familiar with, for sure. Because, yeah, at this point, like, I see he's doing that. But, like, if I go to the vendors, let's see. Vendors. Serving customers, heading to shop, resting at staff building. Alright, so they're basically free roaming. Alright, so now we have a vendor. But what does a free roaming vendor do? To me, that seems like a waste, but obviously we're getting complaints that the milkshake thing is busy. Alright, so I'm hoping... I think I got the building in time. And the good news is it's kind of heading in the right direction. But yeah, you can see here in May, yeah, I definitely got the building in time, because you can see the costs. The construction costs went in there. I think, I don't know what I built there, but maybe this is where, no, staff wouldn't go in there. I don't know, maybe I had one additional thing. I did. Maybe like building the paths for the ride happened after the start of June. I mean, the good news is we got people coming in. I mean, this definitely looks Ghostbustery, so I'm going to say that's where it came from. But I don't think we have anybody on it right now. It just went off because of the time default. But yeah, maybe we'll get through June. Let's see. Alright, green is good. You know, and certainly like some of these, you know, I've got the construction, I've been building things, so I get that I'll have a loss, but at some point I need to be able to make money. Now these people are probably not going to be very happy. Well, they're very green and excited, so maybe they're happier than I thought. Home time. Just got here. Actually, I wouldn't know that. There's been months now, so maybe these people have been wandering my park for a while. So I think the key will really be like when we hit the 15th to see if our cost goes down. Now this is our park rating. Oh, okay, so I can see my scenery rating there. So 40 is a long way away, but I literally have no scenery. So let's see. What kind of scenery can we put in here? We're deciduous, so let me I want to do some trees. And I want to do deciduous trees. So let me see. Put a couple of these in at the entrance. I can't see. But anyway, give myself a nice shaded entrance. We'll put in some ash trees. Kind of get things. Did I just put that like on a path? I did. I'm a fool. Alright. Or wait, did I? It is so hard to tell what's happening here. Yes, I did. Alright, that needs to go away. Oh boy. Alright, ash tree. Alright, I need like a line to surface, because I'm clearly incapable of doing things well on my own. What's obstructing it? I don't understand. Must be the ride or something. Alright, put this one behind there. No, I do not want to align it to the top of another tree. Goodness gracious. I'm just trying to see, but... Alright, so we'll do that. Just kind of give folks some shade here. This align to surface can get you in trouble, which I'm sure is why most people probably don't use it. Alright, put a sycamore there. Put another one there. Let's see. Oh wow, our scenery's gone up to 7 after all that. How exciting. So, let's see. Where are my finances? Finances, alright. So we're still doing okay. What other scenery do we have? Bushes. Well, this is nature, that's why. Path extras. Alright, I need to get rid of the filters. So benches, picnic, props, nature, special effects, art shapes, cameras. I don't think they would care if I had a security camera. Music display triggered. And then screens are just video panels and so forth. So yeah, I'll have to like toy around with some of those things at some point, but I don't think that's my challenge right now. I'm thinking it's gotta be stuff like that, but yeah, the trees are obviously not doing much. So let me do deciduous. Goodness. Alright. Do some of these here. Just kind of beautify things up a bit. But yeah, I wonder if it's like sight lines for things, like how do we know that people are enjoying our scenery? Alright, so I've done a little bit more. I'm sure that's not nearly enough, but let me see the impact. Nothing. Alright, so I think they've got all the nature they can stand. And it's just not enough. Alright. Well, we're getting close to June. I am going to wrap this when I get to the end of June. Just making sure I've at least gotten myself to the point of being profitable. And then I just need to kind of be more direct with what I do. But God, this is a pathetic little park. I mean, it's got 3 rides in a very small area. People can eat, but talk about sad beginnings. Wow. Well, maybe it'll turn into something one day, right? I mean, I've got to start somewhere. I'm certainly learning a few things, you know, how to place the features around the building. Obviously, I'd love to understand what I was doing wrong with placement and why I couldn't get it to somehow align and snap, even though clearly when I built the walls by hand they worked fine. But it would seem that there should be some way to get that to work otherwise. Alright, 511. Again, I don't expect to be making a ton. See now, again, why is Chief Beef empty? Because now it's telling me to hire vendors. So yes, I assume, well, it's not empty, but because I just don't know that my roaming vendor person is doing anything. Why is there a witch here in June? I suppose people can wear what they want when they're in the park, right? Alright, so there's a staff building, 3. There's 1 person resting. Oh, you can kick them out of the building. Wow, that seems kind of rough. But, like, yeah, you can't see people in there. There you go, I guess now you can. So I assume he's the vendor. So maybe maybe the Chief Beef thing, maybe the vendors are working the way they should be. Because it said it was empty, but... Alright, let me pause it at this point, because I think I'm good. Yeah, Lamont. So it does look like they're kind of rotating around, I think. Although, is Lamont the one that's not assigned anywhere? But he has high workload. Okay. Don't know. I'll have to keep an eye on that, but... So maybe that's just a quirk of the game and there just isn't a problem. But so my first park, probably exactly like, well, I would hope at least a decent semblance of what most people's first park is. It just does feel a bit pathetic, but I'm trying. So love for comments, you know, players who are a little more familiar with things. Maybe some input on suggestions on how you get going or so forth. And I'll just continue moving along, but I definitely did feel that those who might be looking for some additional Planet Coaster content, I had kind of stayed away because I was frankly intimidated with what my next step was going to be. And then when I started building and really was struggling, that's kind of what was the tipping point for me, where I said, you know, I'm staying away from the game because I'm in essence afraid to try. So I need to try at a level that I'm comfortable trying at is really what I resolved. So that's what we've got here. You know, at this point I'll certainly continue this on. I just don't know, you know, what this is going to turn into. I'm definitely thinking I probably could have just stuck with the city thing in a much smaller space, because at this point I'm certainly not using a lot, and it's going to take a long time till I have enough money to, say, build a roller coaster or something. But I'll see you next time.